User joined your channel.
Жду распоряжений. Ясно, приступаем.
Well, not sure engaging them was the wisest idea. The guy had already turned around to go back because he couldn't see anything. Did see something at the beginning at this one tree right here. Saw a little head moving around. Probably was better for them to grab black, because I know some of them grabbed black and some of them grabbed OCP. But little head right here. Light just saw it from over there, and so I had the guy hop out of the igla chair and walk over there, and when the lighthouse came back around a second time, didn't see him there, so turned him around and went back, and when he went back, that's when they engaged. They probably could have gotten away with not engaging them at all. So I got this squad coming in to come figure out what the heck happened. They heard the gunshots. It was not the most quiet thing. I'm going to give them 5 minutes, and then I'm going to send another search party search in this area. I'm probably going to send a little bit of a RQRF over. Could probably do that right now. Just send one of the technicals right now. Dang it. Having issues today. Why won't you just go here?
Так
There you go. What, are you seriously not gonna... You little piece of crap. No, then I'll just do this. I don't want to do this, but I guess I'll just do this. For Pete's sake. Just go over here. My gosh. Thank you. Did these guys find them? No, I doubt it. Just gonna have them kind of investigate the area.
Outcast, this is Campbell.
Go for Outcast.
Be advised, about 2 minutes ago we took out an AA installment pushing farther in to the objective.
Solid copy. Did anybody hear any gunshots at all, or was it a nice stealthy one?
Everyone in the area was taken out pretty fast. I can't confirm whether or not anyone actually heard anything.
Okay, let me reword this. Were there any gunshots fired from Op 4? I know you guys are all using suppressors.
Op 4 did take shots at us, but we disabled them very quickly.
Solid copy. Just to be sure, I'd be a little bit careful. There might be some patrols that might have heard it.
Affirm.
Try to avoid contact as much as possible. You guys are on a stealth hop. We don't want to send NATO in yet.
Wilco.
Okay, so they did a pretty good job of keeping themselves on Whisper. This, however, might become an issue.
Outcast, this is Campbell.
Go for Outcast.
Be advised, friendlies are approaching Objective 1 about 150 to 200 meters out.
Solid copy. Oh no, they're gonna engage this patrol. Just wait for the patrol to walk by. Just a little reminder, if the enemy doesn't have night vision, you can get pretty close to them without having to engage them. And we know most of the enemy does not have night vision.
Solid copy.
I'm gonna control this actually real quick. Yeah, it's not working as well as I wanted it to. So the light's turned off. Why'd you turn off?
Outcast, be advised, friendlies are taking fire.
Solid copy. Where's that gas? Where's the gas?
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Nicely done.
Outcast, this is Campbell.
Go for Outcast.
We have been taking some contact at the AO. Most of it's been disabled. There is a man in the building who has surrendered. He doesn't have a radio that he can use to communicate. Other than that, we're stabilizing and getting ready to move out because we have tentacles moving in.
Solid copy. Hide the, gag the man and hide him somewhere. That way his buddies don't come picking him back up and asking questions.
A-firm, we'll go. Outcast, be advised, Mac is going to be DCing here in just a few.
Solid copy.
Is Alex being reinserted?
You want me to reinsert him? I can.
Channel.
Can you just reinsert him on our area?
Yep. He's got to get out of the vehicle, though.
I don't have comms with him.
He's gotten out.
Outcast, be advised, Apache 1-1 has no eyes on any intel whatsoever.
Check behind the hostage. It's a floating piece of document on the table.
We can't actually pick up this floating document.
Copy. I'll just say you did. That was the broadcast manifesto. We can now get in comms with the enemy.
Solid copy, we're moving out and blowing the tower.
Solid copy.
Outcast, this is Campbell.
Good for Outcast.
Be advised, friendlies have disabled the tower, moving onto the next objective.
Solid copy. You done woke the bear, guys. Little big fat Russian bear, and they're not happy anymore because you just you want to blow the tower last. Makes a lot of noise. Is that the Super Hind? I think that might be the Super Hind. No, that's not the Super Hind. MI-24. Okay, good. That's not the Super Hind. I don't want the Super Hind.
Outcast, this is Campbell.
Go for Outcast.
The second you hear anything transmitted over comms about QRF or reinforcements, let us know.
Solid copy. Right now it seems a little bit of confusion is happening.
Alright, we're going to capitalize and move in.
From the sounds of it, they're sending teams to go investigate what the large boom was. There were sporadic comms every now and then about some engagement you guys had a while ago and trying to figure out where you guys were, but I'm not getting much else from that.
Solid copy.
Break, 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 be advised. I've just heard on comms now they have an MI-24 on station to investigate the comms tower.
Solid copy. Okay guys, be advised they have an MI-25 investigating the tower. We need to move. Outcast, this is Campbell. Be advised, enemy knows we are here and are engaging.
Solid copy. They haven't said anything over radio yet. Be advised, I just heard over radio that they know you're there and they're sending in 2 BMPs and the MI-24 is diverting to get eyes on you.
This is Campbell, solid copy.
Be advised, MI-24 was not able to get eyes on you. They're sending in a ground armored team to see if they can find you.
Affirm. Outcast, this is Campbell. Be advised, we're doing our best to avoid the BMP. We're going to try and move into the objective, get the intel, move out without being seen.
Solid copy. Be advised, they don't believe you're in there anymore. They're sending their BMPs back out. They think you've moved off to the Northmore.
Solid copy. Outcast, be advised, there's a BMP right next to us on the street that seems to just be patrolling instead of leaving.
Out of character, it has left.
Affirm.
Oh, those stupid armor guys, they don't understand. They're still here. They're still here. I need to go tell HQ. I need to go tell HQ that they're still here. I need to go tell HQ they're still here. They're still here.
Так точно. Так точно. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
You're too late! You're too late, I tell you! You're too late! I've already called an artillery strike on this position. If I die, you ain't taking the documents with me. It'll be here any minute. I'm not telling you anything.
Okay. Is it literally that? It's probably literally.
Out of character, yes. But I'm not telling you anything. I have an artillery strike coming in right now. They're currently setting it up. You better get out of here with that intel right now, or we're gonna blow you to smithereens. Cause I'm not being a captive today.
Release him. He's zip tied.
I'm not being real. I'm not. Nope.
Does intel actually give us options to pick it up?
Usually does. Taking him with us. Guys, we're taking him with us. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Outcast to Campbell.
Go for Campbell.
Be advised, they're calling in lots of artillery on that town.
We're aware. We have a hostage who was telling us all about it. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Be advised, they're sending in armor units to clean up whatever's left. We do have artillery on standby. They won't be able to tell if it's their artillery or ours if you want us to level the place as well.
Sending artillery, level the place. We're clear.
Solid copy. Be advised, our artillery will be MLRS.
Outcast, this is Campbell.
Go for Outcast.
The second that we're clear, if we give you coordinates, can you organize a heli evac?
I can try.
A firm, we'll notify.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
HQ, be advised, the hive is on us.
Say
He flew
again.
past, so we might. The hive just flew past us, but it's probably safe to assume he saw us.
Solid copy. Be advised, they're sending a crew into the town to assess the damage of the HQ building.
Solid copy. Crasher hasn't been responding, so we're going back to his last known pause to see if we can rescue him.
Solid copy.
Outcast, this is Campbell.
Go for Outcast.
Be advised, we do not have eyes on Outcast yet. Follow. Oh, wait, we just found him. We found him. Hold up. Outcast, this is Campbell. Be advised, Crasher did not survive the impact of the rounds. He is dead.
Solid copy. You want me to just TP him to you?
If you can TP him to me and Guggen, then we can just go back to the boats.
Solid copy. Remind me what his name was?
Recruit Crasher.
He should be in front of you.
Solid copy, thank you.
Are you still wanting that extract via helicopter or no?
We're hiking it back to the boats. I will keep you informed.
Solid copy. Be advised, radio chatter says that they were able to salvage some of their intel, but not the intel you were looking for.
Solid copy.
So you guys got your guys' intel, but they were just looking to see if they could salvage any of theirs.
Solid copy.
Ясно, приступаем. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
You guys didn't mark where the boats were.
Бронемашина. На место стрелка. Понял. Никак. Так точно.
Be advised, it sounds like they're sending another vehicle to see if they can inspect the damage done at the comms tower.
Solid copy. We just cleared the comms tower. We should be okay.
Где ты находишься? Прием.
Outcast, be... Wait one.
Say again?
Okay, so we were going back to the boats that we initially came in without knowing that there were more boats. So is there any way that we can get like a boat evac where we were initially inserted?
I can tell you right now, you're not where you initially inserted.
Solid copy, wait one.
The boats are where you left it. We can't be leaving NATO assets in the field.
Solid copy.
Because then they'll know it was us.
Nah, it's the pirates, dude.
I've already placed down a hint telling you the exact coordinates of the boats.
The reason I ask is because they say that that was behind us.
What, the boats?
I don't know. I'll clear it up and we'll figure it out.
Solid. Paypock extraction is still viable, but that would mean we have to get some of our CIA guys to destroy those boats of yours.
Extraction by helicopter is not an option, seeing as how we've only eliminated one AA emplacement, and we're still within 500 meters of the town.
Solid copy. Be advised, I've just picked up radio chatter. They're going to start lighting up the entire island, seeing if they can find you guys. They don't think you've left yet.
Solid copy. Guys, we need to find the boats with haste. Just got intel. They're going to start lighting up the entire island trying to find us. When you say light up the entire island, do you mean lots of explosions?
Negative, I mean flares and lights.
Так точно. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Так точно. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Так точно. Ясно, приступаем. Так точно.
Be advised, they just sent out a search party on a boat following the
Be advised,
southwest.
we don't have enough spots on our boat to move out.
Solid copy. I'll copy paste another one for you.
Solid copy. He's just gonna paste another one for us, guys.
There you go. You guys had 2 boats there. Did you copy my last in regards to the search party?
Solid copy. We are moving out.
Solid copy.
Did you copy my last about the beached boat?
Negative, but it looks like they got it taken care of.
Affirm. Be advised, friendly elements are leaving the island, going to the docks of the main.
Solid copy. Once you make it back to base, I'll call it mission complete.
Affirm.
Так точно. Ясно, приступаем. Ясно, приступаем. Ясно, приступаем.
Outcast, be advised, helicopter is currently flying over us. It might be following us back.
Solid
Never mind,
copy.
they turned off. It was following, but it kind of just did a 180. Just exploded.
User left your channel.
Yep.
Be advised, we have another helo coming right up on our ass.
Solid copy.
Be advised, heli just deployed flares over our location. They are marking us. Outcast, be advised, enemy helicopter is lighting us the fuck up.
Be advised, we're unable to shoot it down without letting them know we're here.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Outcast, be advised, we have lost a boat.
Solid. I'll just call it here. I'm not sure how you guys are going to be able to get back without me copy and pasting another one.
Solid copy.
User
Oh.
left your channel.
That was interesting. Okay. Yeah, plenty to talk about on that
User
one.
joined your channel.
Yes, there is.
So,
Get
yeah.
on rocket to hit us.
Yeah, Outcast, we'll just start with you and then we'll go down.
So, that mission was meant to be done without firing very many shots at all. You guys weren't supposed to lose anybody. It's important to note that if you are going up against an enemy that does not have night vision at all, you can get within about 3 meters and if you're not moving, and they won't see you. The only reason why that first guy got up to go looking around by that road was because he did see one of your guys' heads and he wanted to go check it out. And then he came up close to you guys. Lighthouse came and shown the area again, and they couldn't find anybody. So the guy went back to base or back to his position. At that point in time, you guys engaged him. You guys probably should not have engaged him because that is what set off basically the entire island realizing that, hey, there's someone here. Because about 300 meters off to the north, there was a patrol doing just a circular patrol in the area. And I brought my Zeus character over to it, and I could hear those shots. So I sent one patrol after, and they found a whole bunch of dead guys, and that's what radioed in for search parties to go look at it. Once you guys blew the tower, they knew you guys were there, and so they started sending QRF over to you guys. What you guys probably should have done is done that objective last. Because as soon as you make a really loud boom and a big flash of an explosion, you're going to attract attention. During a stealth op or whatever, you want to make as few explosions as possible, as few loud noises, and as few light sources as possible. So you guys should have probably blown that on exfil, or once you guys knew that your position had been compromised and you weren't able to complete the other objective. The only reason why the officer in the second objective knew you were there was because of tracers that you guys had brought into the AO. You guys brought rifles that had tracers. That's another bad idea. In a stealth op, don't bring tracers, because tracers work both ways. Yes, you can see where your bolts are landing, and you can do kind of just kind of adjusting the fire by sight. However, tracers go both ways. If you can see them, the enemy can see them as well.
Yeah.
So don't bring tracers into an AO if you're trying to maintain stealth. Then there was one instance, I'm not sure if I just heard it wrong or whatever, that someone did fire without a suppressor. I didn't count it against you guys because I wasn't entirely sure.
Are you talking about when we were taking the radio tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was the
they
AI.
saw
That was
us.
the AI?
Yeah,
Okay.
as soon as they got on the
Yeah.
hill, they just like.
Well, I didn't count that against you. However, I did hear a lot of fire coming from that area anyways. So that's when another search party came to go figure out what was going on there. Then once they figured out what your guys' objective was down in the city, they didn't want to have any of that. So they decided the officer was kind of in the whole mentality of, well, it's better if they don't get anything and I die with the information than if they get something and take me with them. And so he tried calling in artillery, and you guys got to him pretty quickly and got out of there pretty quickly, so the artillery came in and landed right behind you guys. When you're in a high-stretch situation on the ground, and this even goes for myself when I'm in the air, you need to have a battle buddy with you, and you need to be in communication with that battle buddy over and over and over again, saying, hey, are you up? Hey, are you up? One guy was left behind, and he was taken out by an artillery shell, and he bled to death. So the enemy AI, if they were going to do a thorough search in the morning, would find a NATO body, and they would immediately figure out what was going on.
I mean, if it was real life, we probably would have fucking dragged his body with us,
Yeah,
but we couldn't.
IRL. Again, one of those things where it's just Arma, so it's one of those things where if it was a campaign thing, may or may not have been counted against you guys. Another thing is when you guys insert and get off your boats in a stealth op, where you're probably not going to get any exfil from any other source, but whatever you came in with, it's always a good idea to mark where your boats are. As opposed to aimlessly looking for them afterwards because you can't remember where you put them. You guys were about 500 meters further northwest of where the boats originally were, and I popped down a Zeus hint, and I don't know if any of you guys saw that or not.
I did.
So that's another thing. I don't know why the intel wasn't working. That made me a little upset because I had some pretty funny information in there. But yeah, there was a couple times where helicopters were flying overhead, and that one that did that 180 was apparently spawned in by someone else, cough cough, and sent in after you guys. However, it wouldn't have mattered because I had a helicopter following that other helicopter before it was spawned in to go look at your guys' area because they had decided to extend the search area out, and that is why they started lighting up the island. When they lit up the island, the helicopter did see your guys' boats, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Try finding a position to bring your boats where they're not so exposed out in the open, because when you shine a light down at the water, and light bounces back up at you, and there's this little shadow area that sticks out kind of like a boat. They're going to kind of investigate that a little bit more, and then you guys started taking off when the helicopter flew overhead. So the helicopter came back around. Those missiles, the guys did not have NVGs, so they didn't want you to get away. So they were just firing aimlessly. If you could tell, that was kind of in a large semicircle that they were firing. They flared above you guys to notify basically everybody that you were in that general area. And then as kind of a last-ditch effort, they shot rockets randomly. And
they hit us.
I don't know how that happened, because literally it was all random. I have a recording of everything, and it was just sheer pitch black. So I recorded that entire thing, so if you guys are interested to watch it back or whatever, I will probably be uploading it to my Twitch, because I don't have everything ready to upload to my YouTube yet. And I'll send you guys a link in a bit. But yeah, there was quite a few mistakes there that kind of gave you guys up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass it down to Campbell.
Yeah, okay. So that was incredibly thorough. Prioritization of objectives was not on point, and that was my fault because it was my call to go to the radio tower first. Could have gone to the other objective, came back and blew the tower, but I made the call to blow the tower, so that one is on me. Obviously Crasher got left behind. Sorry about that. In the panic of trying to get out because of enemy mortars coming in, we all kind of got pretty frantic. And then the calling in the friendly mortars, I told him to send them in because I thought Crasher was with us. Had I known he wasn't, I wouldn't have had him send in the friendly mortar fire as well. But in terms of pure objectives, as far as PIDing enemies, you guys did a great job. Eliminating, engaging, obviously you guys are really, really efficient at it. You guys did really good. Again, the one thing that, again, really impressed me was PID. You guys didn't just see someone in open fire. You made sure to see if they had a gun, if their hands were up.
Oh yeah, by the way, that was fantastic for you guys. That was spot on. So
there was a lot of
Some blue on blue, that's about it, really, I would say.
Yeah, that and again, I saw movement and lit it up. I didn't know Alex had moved so far ahead, so no, like the things that we know how to do, we did really well. I think personally, it was just a combination between the haphazard nature of a week op and kind of inexperience with night ops, because we're used to just loading up in Vix, going shooting shit and leaving and not worrying about what we're leaving behind. But in a stealth op, that's essential. So I think really, really valuable information to move forward into doing the next stealth op if there ever is one. There was a lot of positives for that, for sure. PID, kill confirming, objective clearing. We got all the intel that we needed to get. That's definitely a positive, all things considered. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So we're gonna start with Crasher, move up, and end with Pine. Crasher doesn't have talk power, so Crasher, anything that you want to say, go ahead and
move into a channel where he would.
Okay, you guys just want to move into the BCT channel real quick?
Wouldn't one of the social lounges also have it?
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, cool. Let's just go to social lounge. Let's go to social lounge 1.
Channel switch. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
All right. So Crasher, what do you have to say about what happened?
Okay, first of all, I wasn't quite sure. I want to clarify something about where it went wrong. Was it like with me, where me and Baker were overwatching the street?
No.
Was that what gave it away, or was it the radio tower team shooting that was
It was blowing up. It was the actual act of blowing up the tower that gave us away.
Because the thing is, what would happen is if a small patrol or a small group of enemies were engaged or whatever, they would return in kind. They'd send in another patrol to go see what happened and whatever. But as soon as you guys made that really loud bang, where the entire island could hear it and see it go down, that's when the entire island was alerted to, there's something here and we need to look into this. Up until that point, there weren't any helicopters, there weren't any vehicles, there was nothing. I did send one vehicle to go assist with looking at the AA position you guys destroyed. And then that patrol that went to go look at the AA position that you guys destroyed started kind of doing a search pattern up the hill, but it was going to take them like half an hour to an hour to actually get to your guys' position because they were doing a thorough search. So what gave you guys away was the tower.
I understood that, but I was talking about the patrol we engaged. Was that a patrol we should have let pass?
Where was that patrol?
It was like like me and Baker were like, on the rock. We were looking like down the street.
That patrol.
we s-
No, don't. Unless you know that they're aggroed, don't engage them during stealth ops.
It's like
They engage us first.
They
They
engage
engaged you
you
guys
guys.
first.
Like,
Well, then you
yeah.
guys had no
Yeah.
choice but to engage back.
yeah,
I
I think
was-
we.
I was flying all over the place, and I didn't really do too much RCing until the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
In one of those situations, it's really hard to tell how exactly they saw you, but if they open fire on you, you open fire on them, and that's all there is to it.
It's just one of those things where if you know there's enemies there, and you know they don't have night vision, just hide. You know where they are, they don't know where you are.
Yeah. Another thing is, I want to know why was I running so slowly compared to you guys? I was like,
It looked like lag, honestly, because you kept like running forward a little bit and then like teleporting back, so it could just be like hardware networking, something going weird on your end. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to Baker.
I don't think I have anything new really, other than
Okay.
communication was a little off, but other than that, it was alright.
Gogan?
Nothing.
Alex?
Don't really have anything to add.
Okay, so yeah, going into the next like stealth op that we do, I think we're gonna be a lot more equipped and a lot more ready to do it. You know, it's a week op, it's a learning experience. So the fact that it was a mission failed, the fact that some things
It's
weren't
kind
exactly
of-
as they should be,
there wasn't really
don't beat
a-
yourself up.
There isn't really a mission fail, mission success button. It's either
Yeah.
failed or success. It's like two extremes, and I would almost consider that kind of a,
Bittersweet.
because
partial success.
what could have happened? What could have happened is you guys radioed in that one of your guys' boats sank. I'm pretty sure none of you guys died on that boat, right?
No, they were still up. It's just the
Okay,
boat.
so then they would have sent another boat to go get you guys. I mean, they're gonna have a hard time finding you guys in the water. In worst case scenario, you guys can go underwater. You guys already had all the intel you guys needed, and so the only reason why it was mission failed is 'cause they found you and they destroyed one of your boats, and they were kind of following you. But then
Yeah.
it's also success because you did successfully get the intel out, and you did successfully basically RTB because they would have just sent in another boat to go pick you up, and I just didn't feel like sending one in to go do that.
Yeah. No, but you know, in terms of everything that happened, you know, again, it's a learning experience, so don't beat yourselves up. If you are, don't. It's a week op. It's chill. Obviously, we play with the same. What's the word? We play with the same tactics and the same vigor that we always play with, but you know, it's a chance to try something new. And you know what? Tonight we tried something new. It didn't go great because it was new, but I think in general, I think we all did pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, yeah, I think you guys did relatively fine considering the fact the 10 ACB doesn't really do night ops, and they aren't really like in depth to if you make one mistake you get punished for it.
Yeah.
Normally,
Normally, when we do night ops, it's just like it's nighttime, do the same shit.
yeah. If you really want to do like the full spec ops thing where you're trying to maintain stealth and whatever, there's a whole bunch of things you got to keep in mind. I think I went a little heavy-handed personally with the whole op and whatever. Like it was one of those things where once you guys got spotted, I think I went a little over the top with the guys I sent your way. So I apologize for that. I don't Zeus very often. I Zeused for the last unit I was in, but it's been like 6 months since the last time I Zeused, so I'm a little rusty. So, anyways, what did you guys think of the op?
Honestly, I thought it was really good.
For me,
as
I
far
thought
as
it was fine.
Zeusing, as far as Zeusing, that was really good. You did a really good job.
Have to go for.
Did you guys like
Okay.
that guy who ran through the field saying that you guys were still in the city?
Yeah, that was really like I love immersive shit like that. So that was definitely a plus for the experience.
And you
I
guys
was
took
originally
him out pretty quickly too, so kudos to you guys.
Yeah, where you're talking about at the end building where
The guy
They
ran through the
dude
thing and
ran
he's
out.
like, they're still in the city, they're still in the city.
Yeah, once I heard him say that, I immediately shot him.
Yeah, same. We open fired.
Yeah, you
No,
guys
but,
quickly
like,
took him
from
out,
a-
and then the guy who saw the guy die, you guys took him out pretty quickly too, so.
From like a pure mission perspective, that was fun as hell.
Yeah.
Would recommend.
So this is going to be like, going up on Twitch or YouTube.
It'll be going up on Twitch, so.
Yeah.
Including this debrief portion here, so.
Yeah, and you know, it's always a good idea to record things like that if you have the capability to, because you can always look back and evaluate yourself and evaluate how you did on an individual level and on a team level. So it's always a good thing to reflect.
Yep. So yeah, and Pine's not in here. Pine spawned in that KA that came after you guys, the first helicopter.
Yeah, I figured.
And so I kind of made it to a 180 because I already had a helicopter heading your guys' way. It was just finishing up with one search area in one area, and I was about to start doing a search area in the other. And so I kind of turned it the other way, and when it wouldn't move, I blew it up and deleted it. And I didn't count any tracers you fired at it against you until you started firing at the other one. But yeah, just a general rule of thumb. Like, in general, I don't bring tracers to any ops I play.
Yeah.
Because I've just found that unless I'm in like a really, really, really large group where I know the enemy's going to see me because we're going to be doing like a whole head-on assault, I don't bring tracers. And even then, I try to avoid tracers.
I should have made sure to specify no tracers because I didn't know anyone had any.
And
it was me that had tracers. I wasn't even aware we were doing a stealth op.
Yeah. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, I was just sitting originally when I first joined. I was like, I hear them over the radio, but I don't really know what they're doing. So, but I saw the boat marker. I was like, I wonder if that's the boat marker. So I went to like where you guys originally had the boats at, and I was like, no one here, but there's a van.
Yeah,
and
if it gets to that point, I mean, I'm a relatively laid back individual. So like, if you didn't kit properly for an op that you're trying to do or whatever, and you just spawned and you just like got in or whatever after the op has started, I'm all fine with TPing you back and just having you re-kit or whatever.
I was also interested to see how you would actually handle me going in without notifying anyone.
I saw you go in. I wasn't going to do anything about it unless you came across contacts.
All the communications.
If you came across contacts, I was going to punish everybody for it.
Yeah, I'm aware that I was like, I should not go near anything. I should first find out where they insert it. And so I was kind of going along the shoreline.
I probably would have knocked you out.
And looking for their boats.
I probably would have knocked you out with a couple shells or whatever, and then zip tied you and full ace healed you, and then captured you, and then done an entire interrogation of what was going on. And any information you had on you, aka maps, C-tabs, radios, I would have used against them.
Well, it's a good thing that didn't happen, but also that's like the really good Zuesing.
Yeah, I was deliberately not doing it because I wanted to see how that would affect the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, when I died, did you know that I ended up back at the respawn point?
I did. I wasn't going to do anything until they called for you to be TP'd.
User left your channel.
Because they didn't know that you had died yet.
Yeah.
And,
I ended up messaging Alex that I died, because after wandering around, I just realized, hey, I could just message Alex on Steam.
Yeah, if you just wait at base, eventually they'll find out that you're dead.
Yeah.
And again, I'm laid back enough where if it takes them a long time, I'll just say, he's dead, right?
Yeah, so what came first? Did you guys find my dead body, or did Alex tell you guys over the radio?
No, we were radioing for you to see where you were, and then at that point we realized, oh wait, he's not here. So me and Guggen gave the. Oh, that was another thing. We had the I know he kind of disappeared. I think he went into the boat cargo, but the target that we secured in the intel building, we took him hostage. We had him with him.
I saw. Did was he on the boat that sunk?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Okay, so kudos to you because you got him back to base now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But anyway, so I gave Pine, Alex, and whoever else was there. I'm sorry. I gave them the hostage. I told them to fucking get the hell over to the boats, and me and Guggen went back for a crasher. And at that point, we found his body.
Yeah, I was like looking around. I didn't see anyone, and that's when I told them, so like, hey, let's do a roll call. And then that's when you started listing off names. And that's when we found that he wasn't there.
I got hit a long time ago. I kept trying to radio you guys, even though I was knocked out, hoping somehow I could communicate from
And just a
beyond
little
this
tip for you, Crasher. If you go down, it ruins immersiveness if you message someone saying, hey, you're down.
No, he didn't message anyone saying that he was down.
We were just shit, he's not responding.
I was already respawned and just wandering around.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do at that point.
Just wait at base until reinserts, because that just goes generally for everybody. Even in the main ops, eventually some way to get you back in the AO will happen. It might take time because people got to organize logistics and stuff like that to go pick you up.
Yeah, I was like trying to just figure stuff out because I didn't know what the procedure was for when you died. I
just chill.
Yeah, I didn't know that when I died.
Yeah, no, but if I have one more comment to say. Baker already left, so I can't necessarily say it to him. But like, for you and Baker Crasher, for your first like thing that you've done in the unit so far is newly realized PB2s. I know you're still technically your crew, but you're a PB2. You guys knocked it out. You guys did really good. You did everything that you were supposed to do. You asked questions. You made sure you understood what was going on. It was really good. Sometimes going with the flow is just the best thing to do, and sometimes getting thrown into the fire is the best way to learn. But you guys handled yourselves really well. So good shit, my dude.
So, yeah. Again, I apologize for however hard it was. But it's one of those things where if you pick a night op and you try going for stealth, then it's gonna get hard.
Yeah.
And you guys were clearly trying to go in for stealth, so I decided to go off of that mindset. If you guys decided to go in just for hardcore push, I would have treated it otherwise and whatever you guys would have thrown at one way, I would have thrown that and a little bit more your guys' way. War is never fair, so.
No, it is not.
But
no, I think like from like the mission standpoint again, that was amazing.
So, anyways, I'm gonna stop the recording now, and I'm gonna see if I can start.